Hello and welcome to this video on upgrading Ubuntu to version 18.04 long-term support from version 16.04 or from 17.1. First of all, if you're looking to upgrade, have a think about whether or not it would be easier to install from scratch. Upgrading does take a very long time, depending on your machine, your internet connection, and other things like that. And if it's only for testing purposes or something like that, it might actually be quicker to do a fresh install. Okay, so what's involved? First, you need to update the package repositories as normal. You need to then upgrade them. Remove no longer required packages is a good idea so that they're not being updated by the new system. If it's not already on your system, you need to download the Ubuntu Upgrade Manager. There are two ways of upgrading it. The Ubuntu Upgrade Manager, in my opinion, is the quicker. You need to check the configuration file from the Upgrade Manager and check for prompt equals LTS. Then run the Ubuntu Upgrade Manager. It will check your system and it will then ask you a number of questions. You have the option of actually looking at the detail by pressing D. Whenever the Upgrade Manager has any questions for you, press the D to have a look at more detail. Then press Y to update, or no, not to update. Be prepared to make any notes of any anomalies. There will be files, there will be configuration files that have been changed and are not the same as the upgrade version. Ubuntu will advise you of this, and you can check them and make notes as to what you need to change later on. Yes, wait a long time while the packages are downloaded, installed, and or upgraded. You do have to be around the computer at the same time because you do have to answer questions and check some of the information that it gives you. Restart your computer. After it's finished, it will tell you to restart, and then you need to go in and edit various files if necessary to deal with any of the anomalies or any of the information. Okay, so that's the steps that you need to do. The actual commands for them are as follows. They're relatively easy. There are, I believe, 5 as I remember. Now, it's very possible that when you actually do the release upgrade, it will say no new release found. That's very possible. So you can force the release by using the D switch at the end. Okay, I'll put this this list here in the comments below, so you can actually copy and paste. As I said before, read the questions, make notes using the D option, and make notes of what has changed and whether or not you need to make the changes back later on. And say answer the questions, restart the computer. One of the things that will probably change is the swappiness. Now, if you're using an SSD, you'll need to edit the system control file, conf file, and change the swappiness to 10. So that's all there is to it, honest. So we'll get started and have a look at how to make this happen. Okay, so the first thing is to open terminal. Right, all I'm going to do is copy the commands that we had on the slide. So here we go. Should you update to 18.04? I would say yes. It's in my opinion, it's a very nice interface. It looks good. It seems to be quick. Um, Things just seem to be in a better place as well. So really, yes, I would say it's a good idea to do so. During this video, I'm going to stop and start it as required, rather than have you watch not a lot happening on the screen. Okay, so the first answer, yep. So we're going to do the headers, and we'll see what happens. This should take a few moments, and so yes, I would recommend that you do upgrade. It looks good. I haven't found any major problems with it. Um, it seems to work well, and the interface, as I say, seems a little bit better. Certain things are a little bit basic. There is a to-do system which is there now. It is a bit basic, but it does work. So yes, upgrade on that. Okay, this is going to take a moment or two. I may just stop this and then restart it again in a moment. Okay, so that seems to have done that. I'm just going to do a quick because I didn't see it. Oh yes, yes, it did remove the package. Sorry, I didn't see it remove the package. So the next one is to paste in the distribution upgrade. So we will do that, and that's finished. So okay, nothing to do there. So the next one is to install the update manager, the Ubuntu update manager. Now, I haven't checked whether this is on my system, but let's have a look. It's already there, and I already have the newest version. Okay, so next we need to check whether we've got the prompt equals LTS in the configuration file. So yes, we have. You can see it's listed there. So we're good to go here. So Control X out of that, and we will now do start the upgrade. Okay, let's have a look. Checking for new Ubuntu release. Right. Now we have the no new Ubuntu release found. So if you actually change the end, this will force the D switch will actually force the upgrade. So here we go. So as you can see, there is a new one. Okay. This will take a moment as it's checking various things. I'll stop and start the video as required. Okay. I forgot to mention why the D switch. It is to force the upgrade, but Ubuntu aren't actually releasing this for general release until I believe July, or sometime in July. So if you want to put it on early, it is released, it is available, and it does work very well. Okay, I've just put this onto full screen, terminal onto full screen. As you can see, it's disabled third-party sources here. This isn't really a problem for me. We can re-enable them later when we get everything installed. Okay, so press enter to continue. Okay, here we go. Now that's a problem. The upgrade has aborted. It needs a total of 2 gig, and it seems that I don't have it on my system. Oh well, let's start again. Right, I've removed some items, so that there should be enough room on the system. So here we go again, and as you can see, it's giving me information as to how long it will take. It thinks it will take a rather long time. Um, this is very pessimistic. I've already done one upgrade. It said it would take 9 hours. It actually took 2. Yes, it will. It won't take very long. So it took about the 2 hours and 15 minutes in total. Okay. Um, as you can see, when it gives you questions or information, you have a details section. Pressing D will give you more information on that. As you can see, it's telling you what's needed, what isn't needed. To get out of this details screen, you just press Q, and I'm going to accept everything, and let's start. So I will start and stop the video as required. Right, it's done quite a lot of work, and it's taken quite a lot of time. As you can see from here, it's now quite late. It's now going to remove packages that are obsolete or no longer required. Again, you can press D to get the full list of packages. In my case, it's not really a problem. Most of these packages are fine for removal. So press Q to come out of that, press Y and enter, and it will start deleting the packages. Okay, that was actually quite easy. It didn't find any config files that needed changing or altering on my system. It's now ready to restart, so I shall press Y, and the restart will happen. I'll come back in a moment once it's restarted. Okay, we've done the reboot. As you can see, we have a new login screen. It has the same password as you had previously. Okay, and it might take a moment or two to just update one or two files while it's logging in for the first time. Okay, so we're now logged in. We have the new screen. As you can see, the taskbar at the top is new. You have the Bionic Beaver here. The icons are all new as well. One of the things that you will need to do is to check your the PPAs and make sure that they have been updated correctly. The other thing that you will need to do is run the updates just to make sure that everything has been updated, upgraded, and removed. Any software that you have downloaded, any packages, they will also need to be updated as well. So these are just things that you will need to do. I know, for example, that if you have Atom, there will be a number of packages that you will need to download for that as well. There we are. As you can see, it's done all of that. You have at the bottom show applications. You can see the frequent, or all of them. This one here, the frequent, the update, this is one that you might want to have a look at. Okay, because you can see that it's removed some of the PPAs. In fact, most of these are the older PPAs that were on the system. Okay, so you can check these, check for updates, make sure that it's done correctly, and that type of thing. Okay, Wait for that to close down. So it is a little bit different. You have, as I say, the applications here. The settings are still basically the same, though it does have a new interface on this. I'm on a VirtualBox, so there's no Wi-Fi adapter, but it does actually have a new interface, and you've also got a details pane which has the name of your machine. You can actually call it whatever you like, as okay, and at any time you can check for updates. Okay, I hope you found that useful. I'll put information into the notes below, especially the commands and things like that that you need to run. My name is John, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.